Hey everyone, it's John again. I'm gonna play a little Immaculate Grid here, playing for that low rarity score, but not before I do a timed version, which gets me sometimes. It turns out I still need to look at what I was thinking, but I think one of the commenters had it, which is I confused two people, one of whom played for the Pirates and one of whom played for the Twins, who both had the initials SS, I think. And I was so sure that they were the same guy, but I think I had different baseball cards of the same guy, or excuse me, different baseball cards of different guys, as one does with different teams. And yeah, so that's where I messed up yesterday on the rarity score version. I had Pat Mears queued up because I remembered him very specifically, like those early 2000s teams. Brewers would play both. I mean, Air League play with the Twins, but he was like less than 1%. And I didn't think, hey, let's go with like an obvious person like Francisco Liriano or someone. So, Bert Blyleven was another option for Twins Pirates that I didn't think of. I don't know why that one gave me some trouble. Those are old teams. Mickey Vernon, another good one that would have worked there. Anyway, I swung and missed. Let's see if I do better. That's all we can hope for in life, right? You struggle, you do better. Unless you're Jeff, and then you never struggle at this. He's always sub 5. Love the comments, Jeff. All right, let's do this. I'm sharing my screen, and away we go. Yeah, this was the time version. There he is. Pat Mears, point 0.9. Wish I'd saved that one. Go and play. All right, Pat Burrell works. Bobby Abreu works. Born outside 50 states and Mexico. Placido Polanco, maybe? I'm gonna go Jose Abreu down here. 30 stolen bases in a season. Uh, Jose Altuve's done that, right? That was actually pretty low already. All right. Let's see, Dave Martinez, Bartolo Colon. I know that's not going to be a low one, and it's not. Figgins and Crawford is probably the most obvious. All right, gotten under a minute, 58 or so seconds with a 123 rarity score. I shouldn't really look at the number of options. I think that's an unfair advantage for when I do rarity score. Looks like there's 10 options for Tampa Bay stolen bases. So I guess that doesn't really give it away. And I don't want to be using these guys. So yeah, it gives you an idea of how tough it's going to be. So what I think Dave Martinez, I might struggle to beat that one. I got a name. We'll see if it works, but it would also work here. The name I'm thinking of will work here. All right. Gonna stop sharing. Start sharing again. Get that one. All right. That's my failure from yesterday. And let's improve. So Julio Franco is the name that works for both of these. And he only played a season each with all three teams. So he played in at bat with the Tampa Bay Rays. I've leveraged that at bat before. He had his first cup of coffee in the majors with Philadelphia before going over to Cleveland. And then he played one season, I believe 94. I think it was the strike season. And he was top 10 in the league in batting, I believe. Um, so I need to think about where I'm definitely playing Julio Franco. I'm just not sure where. Here's a fun one. Ruben Amaro will work. I believe both Ruben Amaros work. I looked this up. I don't remember if I messed this up on a Mac. I think I was just playing Immaculate Grid and the category was there. I think this might have just been on my phone, but I was just like, I can't think of anyone rarer than Bob Boone who took like 5%. So I think that's what Bob Boone will do for you. But both Ruben Amaros will work. So we'll go with the Elder. Takes 0.1%. That's pretty good. Oh, actually, I could have gone with junior here and then probably senior there, but I'll think someone else. 30 stolen bases. I think Jason Bartlett will work. Takes 1%. So that's pretty good. Honestly, Gary Pettis will work for 30 stolen bases. I don't think Erstad works. I think I looked this up and at one point. Erstad's best season was like 28. That 2000 season where he hit 355. Well, Erstad will work here. So will Orlando Cabrera. Um, Downing works there. Brian Downing started his career at the White Sox. Um, I got one. 397 career hitter Terry Forster, who I love to use if it's a 300 career batting average. And I think he works for Angels, Dodgers, Pirates, White Sox, and maybe Braves, I think. I know it's both LA teams. Yeah. So that's a solid pick. Red White Sox cap. That's confusing, isn't it? Who else would steal 30 bases? I know Bert Campaneris played for the Angels, stole a lot of career bases. But I'm trying to think. He was there. I think he was there more towards the. Now I'm trying to remember. Was he? Yeah, he was an Angel more towards the end. I don't know if he gets to 30. Um. Ooh. What about? Because he's a 30-30 guy, which by definition means he'll work. What about Bobby Bonds? I think he had 30-30 season for the Angels. There we go. Goes sub 1%. So 2.08% so far. Saving Julio Franco. I guess I could use him here or here as well. Do you remember where Julio Franco's actually? I think it's the Dominican Republic. That's worth looking up at some point. Um, Maybe get how about Carlos Ruiz? 5%. That's too high. That was too high. Should have thought of someone better. Ruben Amaro would have been better. But I don't think Ruben Amaro Jr. is going to work. I'm pretty sure he was born in the United States, so um, can't use him there. Anyway, see, Minnie Minoso definitely works for the White Sox. Recent Hall of Famer though, I don't know how rare that's gonna be. Luis Aparicio certainly works. He's from Venezuela, was from Venezuela. Um, Omar Vizquel works. He played for the White Sox briefly, also from Venezuela, and in fact wore um number 13. I want to say, was Aparicio alive? I don't even know if Aparicio is currently alive, but he either got permission from Aparicio or his family or something to wear 13, even though the number was retired, as a tribute to his hero. Um, Also from Venezuela's Maglio Ordonez, who started his career at the White Sox, so he would work. Um, Also from Venezuela's Ozzie Guillen, I believe. He would work. Um, but like Guillen was there a long time. Ordonez was there for like 5 or 6 years before going to Detroit. Vizquel is Vizquel was only there for like a couple of years. I'm wondering how famous that story was. Sandy Alomar Jr., I believe. Man, I think he's from Puerto Rico, and I think would work. And briefly played for the White Sox. But I remember Roberto Alomar briefly played for the White Sox. Um, Manny Ramirez briefly played for the White Sox. So it's just a question of, let's see, Orlando Cabrera briefly played for the White Sox as well, and I didn't use him here. I think he'll work. Of course, Cologne works. Not sure where Esteban Loaiza. Not sure where he's from, actually. I don't have any confidence in Loaiza. He might have been born in the United States for all I know. Um, I think I'll go with Orlando Cabrera. 0.1. That's pretty good. And now we have to. So 30 stolen bases born outside the US. I think Ichiro is going to be among the most popular. Um, Davy Lopes, I'm not sure if he was born outside the United States. Because that would be he was stealing over 30 bases for the Dodgers in the 70s. That might be a fun, good trick to use. Just an older player. But I'm gonna hold off on that for a second. Where do I play Franco and where do I play somebody else? That's gonna be the question here. Um, Edwin Jackson, I could sneak in there. Kevin Stalker is an OG Tampa Bay Devil Ray that I could play there. Part of me thinks I've played him before, and it was like 3 to 5% or something like that. Um, Dave Martinez actually would have been a pretty good one to keep in the back pocket if I thought of it. Let's see here. Who else finds their way over to Tampa Bay or starts in Tampa Bay and finds their way over? Because Edwin Jackson, he's got the same thing where he's going to be a minimum certain percent. I think James Shields works, right? James Shields briefly makes an appearance in Chicago at some point. Not gonna play him though. Roberto Hernandez works here and here. Let's play him here. Let's not play him with the White Sox. Okay, that's the strategy. I'll go with my boy Roberto Hernandez, who definitely did not steal 30 stolen bases in a season, but he is a 500 career hitter. And let's go Julio Franco here. Sub one, but that's really high for a guy with one at bat and one season. Um, what if Ozzie Guillen stole 30 bases? I actually don't know. I am not saying with any kind of confidence whatsoever. Um, Actually, here's one because I know his MVP season was a almost a 50-30 season, and that's Larry Walker of Canada. Gets 1%. Okay, so Terry Forster was my big haul. Ruben Amaro as well. Ruben Amaro Senior there. Ruiz was I should have done better than Ruiz though. I should have well, yeah, I could have done that, put his son there, and then moved him there, son there. That would have been cool. Have a father-son combo. Or just have to actually verify. Yeah, so he was from Mexico, but then his son here was born in Philadelphia, but also would have worked there. So I just thought that was a cool tidbit that both Ruben Amaros had played for both the Phillies and the Angels. So no using Bob Boone for that one. All right, Rarity score of 11, under a minute. Pretty good day, right? I'll take it. Once again, if you like this kind of fun banter, my book is called Baseball's Most Fun Frivolities, and the Amazon link, assuming it hasn't gone bad yet, is in the description. I just keep using the same description over and over again. I tweak two things if you haven't noticed. But thanks a lot for playing, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.